Okay. Hi, guys. Welcome back to More Peace. I am Charlita, owner and founder of More Peace Life and Spiritual Coaching Services. As you can see from the title, we are going to be touching on the topic of healing, and more specifically, healing the inner child. The topic came to me, I want to say maybe sometime last week. And if you're watching this, today is March 28th. So the topic and wanting to speak on the topic has been lingering in my mind for quite some time, just from personal experiences and healing and overcoming. But today, I feel a bit more led in, like it's a part of my duty and my purpose to speak on healing the inner child, specifically because we have yet again experienced at large another school shooting. So before I go any further, I just want to give my condolences to the people, the families who have been impacted down in Nashville. We, as a community of people, are with you. We see you. We don't overlook you. And we're going to keep going. We won't stop because God can't stop. So, prayers to Nashville during this time. But to sidebar off of that, I just want to speak on the benefits of not only healing, but going back to the source of what may cause us pain and the snowball effect that does to a person. More times than ever, when somebody is healing through something as an adult in their current day, 9 times out of 10, it's stemming from something that has happened to them in their adolescent years. And I just find it, I was going to say ironic, but I'm a firm believer that there are no such things as coincidences. And I feel like sometimes children are targeted because invoking fear in a child is somewhat a bit more easier to do. And I feel like as adults, we're all just navigating through this life through the evolved lenses of our younger selves, of our inner child. So I feel like it's necessary to speak light and life in practicing healing tactics and tools in ways to process traumas for the younger generation. More times than none, kids are often told what to do, or how to do things without really getting to the source of what they feel and just talking to them and with them and working with them through their experiences. To get on a more personal and transparent note, for me, a lot of my fears and traumas have stemmed from things that happened to me in my adolescent years, inside my home. Things weren't all bad. I've had beautiful memories as a child, but I do have some defining moments in my childhood that linger around the acts of domestic abuse, assault, arguments, drug abuse, and addiction, and seeing the aftermath of what those things can do to a person, carrying, internalizing, and then trying to put their best foot forward and make decisions in their lives from only a place of and through a lens of what they know. I'll share a story with you guys. Bear with me. When I was around the ages between, I want to say, maybe 8 to 10, excuse me, just looking at neighbors outside. Between the ages of 8 and 10, I experienced tumultuous moments within my home, between my parents. My father had a substance and drug abuse problem, and sometimes the effects of that resulted in violence between my parents. And I won't go too far into detail of this one particular moment in time, but I do remember what that moment made me feel. And I think about that moment in time often, because I feel that that particular moment was when the switch happened and fear set into my being. And not only fear, but anger at the same time. You know, when you're a child looking to your parents and you feel like there's little that you can do on your part, it turns from fear to anger to sadness, and that within itself turns into a snowball effect, affecting relationships from that point forward. not only affecting relationships, but just in how you view things, how you think about things, the choices that you make. You as a person, you are impacted. And I just think to current day, with the tragedy that just happened in Nashville, those children, in some form or fashion, this is their switch. That switch of fear being invoked. And you see it all the time in society. Spiritual warfare, I do feel, is a very real thing. And I feel that the most impactful way to impact the world at large is to scare people. There are things beyond our control, but I do believe that everything serves a purpose. So when I feel intensely about traumatic experiences and fears, I rely on my faith. I rely on the divine, because I know that I am an overcomer. And I know that although this is fresh, the people of Nashville will be deemed overcomers. You know, life is a beautiful thing, and it is to be cherished. Even in the moments when the odds are stacked up against us and you just feel like the pressure is unbearable, the weight, the sadness is just too much. I get it. But to have the capability to be able to simply just breathe in and out, I charge you to let that small yet massive thing be the reason why you feel empowered within your being to keep going, to use experiences and moments in time like these, to use the moments and times that may have impacted you in your youth. Use those things as a stepping stone to get to the top of that mountain, whatever that mountain means for you. And know that people stand with you, people pray with you. We are you. I wrote something down that I wanted to share with you guys. That may help when you're dealing with revisiting your traumas, when you're trying to work through healing. Be patient with yourselves when you are revisiting the thoughts of the moments in time when that light switch flipped for you. For me, when I revisit my traumas, I do it with the intention to dissect the moment by moment. What is happening? How did that make me feel? Naming the emotions. What is it? And giving them names, putting labels on it so that it's just like, I know what this is. You know, big part of healing, big part of growing is knowing yourself. Big part of loving yourself is knowing yourself. And if you don't know yourself, no one else can know to grow, to love you and respect you. So allowing your current self to meet you in the moment that you're revisiting. And I use this as like a form of meditation. That moment that I briefly shared with you all about my childhood, about like the drug abuse and some of the domestic situations that happened within my household. When I revisit those thoughts, I meet my inner child there, the me I am today, the more wise, more mature. And I envision my younger self, and I talk to her and I tell her, it's okay now. Like, I'm with you. I got you. And you don't have to be scared anymore. Like, you're going through it, and it's happening for you, not to you, to better yourself, to shape you into the person, to build that strength and that courage and that confidence that you need to be your full self, your whole self. And when I meet my younger self there, I give myself reassurance. I give myself forgiveness, as well as those who were a part of that moment, because we are all just navigating through life through our experiences, our own traumas, you know. And then I release the moment and come back to the present with love, with a deeper understanding and understanding, and a deeper feeling and sense of calmness and peace. So this video is going to be timeless. And if somebody happens to find it, that whoever needs it, but you know, I'm kind of gauging it more specifically to those impacted by Nashville, or those who have ever been impacted by such an act of this magnitude. When you are revisiting those traumas, be patient with yourself and meet yourself there, and love on yourself the best way you know how. It's okay to feel what you feel, whatever emotion you are feeling, but know this: you're going to be okay. Everything is flowing as it should. You don't need to change anything. You don't need to blame anyone. We are all human, no judgment. You have nothing to fear. There is no fear. We are going to continue because God is continuous, infinite, and we are going to heal because that's our birthright, and we have the right and privilege and honor to do so. So I'm gonna leave it here. I hope that this helps, and I will catch y'all in the next one. Okay. More peace always.